Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have two Volvo Pentas, Marine ECM, 5.7 liters. Uh, this is coming from Georgia, Rodney M. These are your computers. I had the original module. This is that I try as much as I could to see if I could revive the module, but it has been just impossible. So I have these modules for a few days in here, and I told Rodney, give me a little bit of a chance because I was trying to see if he can, if this one can be repaired. Um, he has this module and it burned, and then he bought another module which is very low hours, and it's having the same problem. No, starting the boat. So this is again his original in I'm covering us a little bit of information because he's put his address and everything in there and phone number, so I don't want to show that. Hopefully, it didn't show too much. But yeah, so right now this is power on. I'm going to turn this back off so we can see right here that there will be nothing happening as far as fuel pump, relay, nothing. When I try to connect using ring.diacom, I select MEFI 4 and that should establish communication. Nothing happens. I mean, it just hangs in there and then it says no module connected. We'll see that in shortly. Recording this video for him and his and my records. All right, so I'm going to move to the other computer, which again you see that this one has the Dell 5 sticker, and this other one has the Volvo Penta stickers. Hope I'm not showing all his information, otherwise I'm gonna have to um, covered it, but that's no problem. All right, so let me connect the other one up, which I already have attempted to repair, and I think it's running, and I want to show that on the video. So I'll be right back. All right, I got all this other computer connected. This is this one. This has absolutely no stickers on the outside, and I'm going to show the other one, which I have here, just because again he wrote his name. So forgot to put the microphone. I hope that you hear me better now. Yeah, so I was saying that that is now his second computer, and this is now the other one. As you see, this has let me move this around. It has a 5.7 and all that information in there. This is his original module that is not repairable. So I'm just gonna cover some of his information, and we can see that that is his, and he has also his information written in there. All right, so for those that needs to send computers, just look for Mike Salazar Diagnostics, and that's how my name is spelled, M-A-I-C, sounds as Mike. You can click this button, contact us, or let's chat. This is my shipping address. You don't need to fill any information, just send me an email, and then I will give you the instructions on how to send the module, and if I need any other more information from you. All right, guys, so going back to the test, the same thing. We got Rinda here. So I'm going to leave it right there. So now everything is off. I'm going to power it up, and we can see immediately fuel pump, and it goes off. That is what it should happen. So that is a very good sign. Then we're going to click in here. This is going to try to establish communication, and it does. Now I select mode 1 for these MEFI 4s, and then now we have here this. All right, so we look like we got two full codes. Let me erase those. It's persistent. Mm. We still got, it shows like the injectors are open. So let me run it. Because I can see injector milliseconds in here. Let's see how much is RPM that we have right now. Where are my RPMs? We're in over 800 and something. So I'm going to select with the zoom glass the RPM so we can see that in here. Oops. Nope, I don't want to make it that big. All right, so we got the RPMs. It says to start without warning 3 times, which is Also good. I just don't understand why we have those injector fault codes. So we have, let me try to erase the fault codes. Yeah, no, they come back immediately. All right, so this is, it's kind of funny. It says start without warnings. Well, it doesn't say start without malfunctions. It says 0. So this is the other one. So warnings, again, for overheating or so, start without malfunctions, 0. So it has not a start without malfunctions because we have those fault codes in there, although I have injection milliseconds. So I'm going to connect on the injectors. I got some injector disconnected here. Oh, yeah, but that's for another thing. So I'm going to just put a channel on drivers that I have for these computers. It's a batch of injectors. So let me just connect 2 of the channels for the oscilloscope to see how that looks. And let's get the scope up and running. I can see the IAC working and everything good. I'm going to close this now because otherwise it's going to be in our way. And this is just being powered up. It looks like, yeah, we have even the EST signal, and this is right here. So because the green channel is on the EST, and let me see if I see also the tachometer. See if it does have the signal for it, because depends on the setup, and it does. All right, so we are seeing everything. I don't see nothing really abnormal, but I know the computer took a hit, because this is definitely not a normal damage on these computers, but the actuations on the injectors are clean. I don't see nothing, no problems in there. So we can definitely see, a normal actuation with coil oscillations at the end, which it tells me the drivers are good. We got the EST and we got the RPM signal. Uh, so we might have also running right now. I mean, I don't know exactly what happens because there was absolutely no history to go by. This sounds to me as a corrupted calibration because injectors are working. We can see right there the injection milliseconds and everything. Let me turn it off. I'm going to lower the RPMs a little bit to like maybe 785. That's what I am right now. Let me just see the temperature, 128. IAC position looks okay. Manifold temperature looks okay. Engine type 5.7. The checksum sounds okay, 5E3E, but that doesn't mean the maps are incorrect. You know, the maps in the EEPROM internally in the computer are not correct. See how many hours so we have in this computer. Hours, total hours, running time, 400. Trying to look for the total amount of hours. Sometimes I get blind by looking at the screen for engine hours, 14 hours. This computer has only 14 hours. Wow. Yeah, it's sad to see, but yeah, definitely you have a problem on the boat. There is, I mean, no doubt about it, this computer took a hit. What happened without, this, especially on this MEFI 4, so it's very hard to decipher what could have possibly, go wrong. Especially there was not a circuit like that I see, like a burned ground or burned pad. This was actually internal. I blew a few diodes, part of the 5-volt reference that luckily for you, it was actually repairable, which most of the times on these ones is not. But it definitely now it created that those faults, even though we can see the injector running, those faults cannot be erased. Because yeah, 81 injector A and injector B low. And if we try to erase them, they just come back immediately. That for me is a calibration. Because again, if we go over to the oscilloscope, um, let me close this one and I'm going to put the RPM so you can see that this is indeed running because it transfers. So we can have the RPMs. I'm going to put the RPMs down So when I go over to the oscilloscope, we can have that there too as well. Oops, a little too low, right? All right, so we are here. All right, so and we can see the RPM that is running. You can see that. So I'm going to stop the capture because I want to do a reading on, let me turn a few channels that I don't need, like CND, and let's take a reading of the amplitude of the waveform. So I want to see if it's being pulled down from battery voltage, which, yeah, 12.24. How low is this one down? I mean, yeah, pretty much 0 points is going to 69 millivolts, from battery voltage to 69 millivolts, so nothing wrong with that. Let's take the same reading on channel, on the red channel, which is the other bank of injectors, and see what we see. Yeah, that one is from 12 volts to 100. I mean, I'm probably not exactly in there. Let me then move cursors to see if the ejection millisecond that we see here is close to our what we're seeing on our oscilloscope. Sorry, not oscilloscope, in our simulator. So we got like a 2.93 milliseconds. Yeah, we got 2.948. That is exactly what we have there. So let me move this in here to the order to the red channel, and we got 2.83. So again, and I'm not 100% accurate because I can move this a little bit this way, and now we're in 2.948. So my simulator is matching exactly what we see on the um, on the oscilloscope, but we have those fault codes. So there is nothing wrong with the circuits. This both should and will run perfectly the way it is, but you will have fault codes. No warning lamps, definitely not, because as you can see, it says three stars with no warnings. So I'm going to turn the computer off. We're going to lose the synchronization. We're going to turn it back on. That's going to reconnect, and I'm going to run it again, which it runs instantly, and that should change very shortly to from 3 to 4. Yep, now in your eyes that happened, and as you see, it's running instantly. One thing that I want you to put attention. I'm going to do it again, and that number is going to change from 4 to 5. Look at the fuel pump activation. That is perfect for the fuel pump relay. And look at the injectors in bank 2 and bank C and bank 6 as soon as I turn it on. Right there, it's instantly running. So nothing run now, the computer is fixed. But we got those full codes. And that is something I cannot correct. I don't do calibrations for Volvo Penta. The only person that can do those, as far as I know, is OBD Diagnostics Bob. And that's the only person that can help you with this. I will not be able to. All right, guys. Rodney, I hope that you see that I'm taking my time trying to help you as much as I can. I'm going to contact you to collect payment for the repair for the computer that is now repaired. That one is no charge, and send this your way. All right, guys. Thank you so much for visiting the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.